Right, YouTube, Tutor UK, back in the blast furnace. About 30 degrees. I'm not going to get the old thermometer down. 2:45 on I think it's a Saturday anyway. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're staying safe. Not anything daft. See some right fucking idiots today, though. Must admit. You know, it was raining early in the week. But one of the sort of daughter's chores, if you like, is to out me walk the dogs. And when it was a bit gloomy, you know, a little bit miserable, no fucker was out. Fucking today, literally every man and his dog is out. People are walking dogs that I've never seen before. What can you do? Oh dear. But anyway, I hope we're all keeping well other than that. I'm back again. But maybe a short one. I might just fucking string it out and waffle. Hey, why not? Fucking no charity shops to go. I am missing the old Saturday mornings, Saturday afternoons. I've got purchased off a fellow tuber, a good friend of mine, eBay, 2 eBays and a bit of an update. Well, one of the eBays is an update type stroke thing anyway. And I've got some more stuff coming in the post. So yeah, selling as we all do. Look, we're all spinning the wheels, ducking and diving, making a few quid here and there. Because we've got to spend, haven't we? It's just programmed into us. Can't help ourselves. We can't help ourselves. I didn't even think. Yeah, I should do some shout outs. I didn't even think of anybody. I don't know. Didn't really plan this, to be honest. My room's looking tidier though. On a completely different tangent. Yeah, less boxes. I had a bit of sort out in the garage. Just literally stacked everything up in there. You didn't need to know that, but it does make doing this whole fucking thing a lot easier. What we'll do then, so I mentioned this in my last vid from eBay. I ended up winning it, told you I'd win it anyway. It's come through, and it is the 3D adapter. That's all it is. I don't suppose there's much to it. That slots into the card slot in the front of a mass system, and then when you plug in your fancy Dan, or not quite so fancy glasses, into the old Doobly Firkin there. So 3.5mm jack into there, and then off you go. So a little video here. Hopefully it will turn out. I've not even looked at the footage yet, but hopefully you'll see. Right, YouTube, excuse the fucking jerry-rigness of this. This has been a ball ache to set up. Alright, as you can see, we've got Poseidon Wars 3D running in there, just to fuck about. My old fucking modded mass system. Keep your boots off. Okay, now this hasn't been alright. I'll say you have to excuse the fucking mess. Right, putting up the screen. I don't know if you can see that, but it's obviously clearly it's running. But yeah, your eyes are going all on the piss. You probably can't pick it up here. So we've got the old adapter that we purchased, along with said glasses. Just want to show it all up and running. I've got it on 60 Hz. Let's just fucking see if that makes any difference. Yeah, you can hear the music, look. 60. And it goes full screen as well, look. Right, we'll plug the glasses in and we'll see, and I'll have to tell you what it looks like because you ain't going to be able to see. Right, glasses are in. Oh, God, I don't know if it's going to work. There you go, look, you see how fucked up it looks there on that screen. Right, let me put these glasses on. Bear with. Oh, they're not doing anything. Let me see if it changes when it comes on. Oh, I don't think they're working, guys. YouTube update. They work. They're working. Had to give them a bit of a clean. But the news is that they are working. They need a bit of a clean. I think it needs a bit further cleaning, but they do. You can see them. Can you see them flickering? You can see the lenses flickering. There you go. See them flickering. Look. So the shutters are working. So it is working.
I think it just needs a clean, a bit further cleaning.
So it works. So it's the grand sum of what, 25 quid or something. Got myself a nice sort of little set there, you know. Don't have to be too worried about damaging anything. It'll never get used. No, it will get. It will eventually. When I retire, I told you this before. It will get used. So yeah, pieced it together. No one gave me any fucking answers to where the glasses come from. Everyone just reiterated what I'd sort of said. I don't know, there must have been a really obscure set or something, perhaps, because I couldn't find them. They are working. I think basically, if you've seen the video, there's a lot of, I've had to chop it up because there's a lot of me fecking about essentially. But I think the issue was, it was less with the card and the glasses, it was more with the mass system, the slot, because it's just been up on the shelf there for about 10 millennium. I think it just got dust inside it, so I had to blow the slit. Now if I had air around it, it would have had a tongue in it. It's been that fucking long. All joking aside though, it's working and that's the main thing. A couple of shout outs. Let's think of some people we've been watching recently. Half Hour Gamers, or Half Hour Gamer as it currently stands. Now is it Dave or is it Chris? I'm sure it's either David or it's Christopher, because I think it's Dave. And he mentioned his other mate Steve. I kind of met these guys but didn't realise I'd met them at Doncaster. Since been watching. Watched his last vid where he's talking about lockdown, etc. And a few bits that he's picked up, a few bits and picks that he's managed to bag, and obviously then he subsequently goes on to sort of talk about potential purchases, which should be a good video to watch actually. I like stuff like that when people, you know, he doesn't say what he sold, but he's obviously sold some stuff, and he reckons he should be in line for a bit of a Brucey bonus, you know. And he's obviously going to pour it back into his collection, which is quite nice, you know, pretty much similar to what I do essentially. But what else was he going to say? Oh, that was it, because his missus is a nurse, so I did sort of say to him, look, yeah, many thanks for her service, and that goes for anybody who's got friends, family, or if you are part of the NHS or any sort of the first line services. Appreciate you, man. It's still not over, you know. I mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. There's idiots around here. There was one post on one of our local pages, you know, Spotted, whatever you want to call it, and someone sort of said they went into Morrison's and it was just like it was a normal Saturday. So clearly Morrison's wasn't even filtering people in there. It was just a fucking open door policy. It's gonna get worse again. I can see it, honestly. I know, you know, a lot of people don't believe it and this, that, and the other, but I'm kind of agreeing with Boris and the government. If not careful, you're going to get a massive second spike. And I said it from the start, said it to the lads from the start, this will be like the norovirus. Every year or every couple of years, we're going to get another fucking bout of it. And that seems to be the case. God forbid if it starts to evolve and mutate. But less about that. I mean, like, we have to talk about it. I know everyone sort of says in the video, I don't want to talk. You've got to talk about it because it's what's fucking driving the whole world at the minute. You know, we do this to sort of take a mind off it, but it is nice to sort of vent a little bit to other people. You know, on a side note to that, a couple across the road, an ambulance turned up there yesterday. Don't know what's gone on. Turned up, blues and twos going, and then it drove off with the lights flashing, and they're quite an elderly couple, you know, like active enough, not like old and frail, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, going back to the shout outs, Dave or Chris, I do apologise. It's one of two. I've got a feeling it's Dave. Go and check him out anyway. My kind of videos. He's drinking gin, fucking one of Dana's mates. I've never tried gin. I should actually try gin. I think it ruined me. It will be, rather than mother's ruin, it'll be fucking tooty ruin. I mean, fucking barely be able to drink this, as people call it, this piss. This is enough for me.
I've got a few bits, some pickups to talk about. It's just all eBay shit. So I get a few bits and get to it. No glasses because I'm sick of looking at the fucking reflection in my glasses and the glare from the screen. It pisses me off. Next thing to get out of the way for Al, we are supping tonight, and we're supping a man's drink. Larius Rosé Gin, finest quality, only the best. So a little. It's not just gin; it's tonic as well. It's alright.
But yeah, so Half Hour Gamers, links down below. Who else are we going to talk about? Me mate Jimbo, Monkey Spaz 5000. He's come back again. He actually never really went away, but he's back again. So I watched Jim's put a couple of videos up recently. So I've known Jim since as long as he's been on YouTube, probably maybe a year less. I think he's been on YouTube like 7 years, I think, because he was on Dana's stream, and so I've probably known him about 5 or 6 years. Lovely guy, honestly. You know, what you see is what you get, and yeah, it's just hopefully he's not doing the old fucking, what do you call it, the hamster wheel, where he just buys and sells the same thing over and over. He's promising as he's not. But Jim's a great watch, even some of his older stuff. But the last one I watched was he did a bad influence. He does like narration over Games Master, and he's doing back to Bad Influence again. And that was a good, you know, it's like a good 15 minutes. You can just like, you know, just chill out, watch it. Really entertaining. So yeah, Jimbo, Monkey Spaz 5000. Go and check him out as well.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?
Welcome back to another episode of Bad Influence Fan Commentary. This is Season 3, Episode 13, I believe. And I'm having one of these days where I just made a fan commentary, but I'd done one that I'd already done. I'd just done Episode 12, so if I'm sounding a little bit sleepy, I'm silly. Enjoy.
That's two. I'll tell you what, this guy doesn't need any of my help. He doesn't even know who I am, believe it or not. I know he hasn't been groomed either. But I don't know how to say this or not. I don't know. But essentially, this guy is an American guy. I found him from a link to one of the lads that I know on here, Simmy Simcoe. On Facebook. He's a right fucking lad, he is. And he shared some sort of link for something, and it's basically it's Superhuman. I'll put the link down below. Fucking every time I watch, they're only about 30 seconds long, if that. The guy's an absolute fucking a nutter and an absolute fucking genius, but rolled into one. You need to go and watch him. I mean, like I say, it's a 30-second watch. He's basically an amateur wrestler or semi-professional or whatever you want to call it in America. Like this is backyard wrestling. So he does these stunts, skits. I don't know what they are, but he like dives onto barbed wire and backflips onto fucking pot plants and stuff like that. It's just, you just basically go like, it's almost like Jackass.
This is Super EMT Show. Today I'll be drinking hot sauce and jumping onto barbed wire chairs. This is for all juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Fuck this shit! Whoop whoop! Fuck!
But this was, I wasn't sure about to talk about it, because he really puts YouTube into perspective for me. And some of you have to read the comments as well that people leave about his videos, because they're honestly, it's the most funniest thing. It's probably a bit more funny than the fucking videos. Although the videos technically aren't funny, it's almost like, you know, you've been framed, or where someone's had a bad accident and you just fucking go, well, you can feel it. But anyway, so you have to read the comments. But he puts YouTube into context. So this guy just basically films himself in his back garden generally, and he does these stunts, does his little intro, does his stunts, and it's like over in like 15, 20, 30 seconds. And I shit you not, within about a minute or about 10 minutes of that video going up, he's got like 10,000 views. All these, and it just, that's what I say, it puts me into perspective. I'm not going to go on a rant because I'm not going to do it on my channel. But there's been a lot of press and stuff around about, you know, especially surrounding the retro community, and I don't suppose it bleeds across the whole platform. You know, the whole fucking Patreon and begging and stuff, and please don't start me on that. But the people that bleat on about how many hours they put into these videos and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. This guy just films himself, fucking hardly any editing, does his fucking 30-second thing, and boom, it's done. He hasn't got ads because the videos aren't long enough to get ads. So he's not even really making any money, I don't suppose. But talk about fucking generating traffic. They're just great watches, you know, and that's, to me, what I always think that's, in essence, what YouTube was about a little bit. Just, you know, a platform just to show your stuff off. But fucking hell, yeah, Superhuman. Go, honestly, guys, you know, are you the old school wrestling? You know, after like the old guard sort of disappeared, I didn't really watch any of that. But it's not really about wrestling. It's almost like a Jackass type channel, but fucking hilarious. 30 seconds long. Read the comments. Just some of the stuff that the guys come out with. It's just fucking brilliant. I think that's enough. That's enough for me waffling because I'm stringing it out a little bit, but so a little bit different, you know, because I don't just watch retro gaming stuff. I do watch a lot of toy. I might do some toy shout outs next time. But I say definitely go and watch Dave and Jimbo, Monkey Spaz 5000 and Half Hour Gamers. Right, talking about YouTubers and watching videos, fucking influence. See, even I get influenced. So I was watching Nath Retro 1, and you know, he does sort of sporadic videos, a bit like I was before I actually started making videos again. You know, do like one once a month or two a month or something like that. I mean, especially now, given that there's nothing going on, and he is a car booter as well. So ordinarily, he probably would be making more videos. Anyway, he showed one item off, and I can't remember where he said he got it from. I think it was from eBay. I'm sure he said, yeah, it was, because he said it was new and sealed. And I left a comment sort of saying, I'm still needing that one item. So I thought, you know what? Let me have a look on eBay. Let's have a quick scout round. And I managed to find. It's not really. It is the game, but it's not the game. It's everything but the game. Everything but the girl. Great song.
Step off the train. I'm walking down your street again and past your door, but you don't live there anymore. It's years since you've been.
It says everything but the game. So I've got the game, but on looking back, I've kind of got the wrong one. So I don't know. I'm going to see what I'm going to do with it. But 32 quid, I think it is. I've got Pandora's Tower, the big box. So this is what Nate picked up. I mean, this has got a crease just on the top there. So it's got a little tiny bit of edge wear there. But other than that, it's not too bad for 30 odd quid. You know, the whole. I mean, I've got the game essentially, but I've got the standalone game. And I was trying for ages to try and work out, you know, in terms of the barcodes, but they are different. On the front, it sort of says not for resale. So if anyone's got a Pandora's Tower that says not for resale, let me know, because I would quite happily exchange. And I'm guessing it's just the sleeve. I'm assuming the disc and everything else, but we can sort it out. But if anyone's got one of them, because CEXUC sell this, and they just sell it as Pandora's Tower. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably just going to get the single, like, DVD size box. I don't know. So that was my other avenue. Just try and maybe order a couple of copies and hope that someone's traded in a not for resale copy. But I say, if anyone out there has got a not for resale copy, just, you know, and they want to swap it, then give me a shout. I'll gladly dig mine out and we'll do a swap. Because I say, ideally, I wanted the limited edition one. But worst case, I'll just drop it in there for the time being. So what I end up getting is obviously the fucking box, and then all that comes in the special edition. Now I think this is right, but I don't know if he's missed something out here. Steel book. I mean, Nath shows all this, but I don't know. Someone might have to answer me. It's got the actual instructions in it, so I don't know if these were. Yeah, so it's both languages. I haven't got mine to hand. All my Wii stuff's boxed up in the garage, so I'll have to dig it out. But if anyone has got Nath, let me know. I'm assuming that's how it come, and I'm guessing that you'd put one of those manuals inside the DVD case, and then the art book. But that whatever reads. Everyone just goes like that, don't they? Oh yeah, it looks great, that does. But yeah, that would, well, technically now completes the Rainbow. I always get this name wrong. Is it the Rainbow Adventure? Rainbow Adventure. It's the Rainbow Trilogy, or whatever you call it. The 3 games: Xenoblade, Pandora's, and Last Story. So yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect box. It's not a minter. Honest, sort of, you know, half decent. I mean, for 30 quid, man. That's what it's cost me, so I'm not going to argue too much. Quite happy with that. I have been playing, and every man in this fucking dog's been banging on about this game. Streets of Rage 4. Whew, what a game. Old Dylan, Hyper Trigger X, must be fucking laughing his head off because of that shit we all give him about limited run games. But I must admit, I was really sceptical. I can't remember who was banging on about it. It might have been in one of Danish streams. And about, is anyone going to pre-order it? And a lot of people were like, nah. And then obviously it started trickling through sort of how good it was. And I never pre-ordered it. I didn't bother with it. And I managed to obtain a copy for the PC. I mean, there's means and ways. You can pay £1 and end up getting it anyway. So it wasn't, you know, but I got it quite, I don't know, maybe an hour or two after it'd been released. And yeah, I was really impressed. So there is something coming from that, but that won't be here for a couple of months. So I am now at the point where I think I'm halfway through the game on the PC. So I might stop playing because otherwise there'll be no point. But I say that'll be a video for another day, and all you guys will forget about this anyway. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, Streets of Rage 4, just want to mention it because I think it is worth a mention. Probably one of the better, if not the best, releases from Limited Run. I mean, you know, perhaps. So what we got anyway, we have got this box from a good friend of mine. Scotland, take us from me. He sent me a fucking chunk from China. Not sure about this, lad. Nah, I know what it is. Still, I've got to open it on, you know, live on camera. So let's just try and crack on. It's packed really, really well. So Scott contacted me, sort of said, look, he's looking to raise some funds for something else. I'm not going to say what it is. If he wants to tell you, he can tell you. So he's, you know, just using his collection. Instead of fucking setting up a Patreon and asking every fucker for money like some dirty fucking scab, he's doing what you're supposed to do and say, what shit have I got knocking around here that I can sell to go and buy something else? I shouldn't really talk about that. Should. And I shouldn't be drinking and trying to talk about that either. Fuck me, that'll be a video and a half. It would make absolutely no sense. Anyway, back to the parcel. Boom. So yeah, anyway, so Scott sort of said, look, I'm looking to raise some funds for X item. I'm not saying what it is. Got these bits and bobs. Are you interested? I had to go and check behind here because I thought, oh, I'm sure I've got that one, guys. And I made this mistake before with this system, so I get easily confused. It's not difficult. Anybody that knows me will know that. And good job I checked, because I actually went back to and said, no, actually I have got that game. And I did sort of say to him, I think I've got it. So anyway, we worked the differences. He did me a price, and I was like, yeah, fine. And he really kindly allowed me to sort of offset it a little bit. These ain't cheap. You know, these ain't cheap. Did me mate's rates. He looked after me like he always does. You know, like we all should do. Yeah, let's be honest, we all should do it. Unless you're a dirty bastard that buys games off your mates or your fellow collectors and then fucking spin them out for profit. Can't be doing that. No, but I think Scott knows. You know, these ain't leaving here. Unless I get fucking Corona. Unless I get the Rona. And the missus is stupid enough to sell everything. But otherwise, no. These ain't going anywhere. So we're turning Japanese. Turning Japanese, I really think so.
You got me turning up and turning down, I'm turning in, I'm turning right, I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
Some buttes, man. Right. Some absolute buttes in here. Maybe put them into, I think, expense order. I don't know. I don't really know. I think that's probably the most expensive one, even, yeah. So the mighty PC Engine. We've got a fistful of PC Engine titles here. One of these, I was actually watching an auction. There was some guy, I don't know, I can't even know how I found it. I was looking for something else. You know when you look for something else and it sort of says other related items? And this guy had a load of PC Engine. He had some turbo. I know what it was. I was looking, because Japanese Alan. Scottish Japanese Alan. He put some stuff on his Facebook page. Someone must have bought it. I thought, I wonder how much that is on eBay. Now, you know, I like Alan, got a lot of time for Alan. Always cut you a deal. And he probably needs to, because if you look at his prices, they are about eBay. And not, he's a businessman, he's got to make a living. 100% get that. So if you ever do look at Alan's Facebook page and stuff, and you see the prices, you know, if he knows you well enough or whatever, he'll always look after you. You know, that has to be said. So anyway, I think it was one of the Crush games. Alien Crush, Devil Crush, can't remember. Like, I think I know who bought it. I don't want to say because it might spoil it. So, oh, obviously he sold it anyway. So I thought I'll have a look on Bear. And this guy had, I think it was the turbo version, but it was on auction. So it was like, you know, like at the time it was like a £5. So I thought, I'll have a look at that. Add it to the watch list, and then you look at the other items, and he had quite a lot of like turbo and PC Engine titles. Was it Dungeon Explorer 2 as well? I think it's Dungeon Explorer 2. One of the RP, it wasn't Ease, because I wouldn't mind that turbo. There's no point getting it on PC Engine because you can't, you know, can't translate it. But they all went for way more money. This one went for, I put a bid on it, and I'm glad I lost. You know, when you lose out, and I thought, oh, fucking bastard. And then when I've gone back and checked the sold listings, because you just get caught up in it, don't you? When you go back and check the sold listings, it weren't that good a deal anyway. So it went for about the going rate. So I thought, thank fuck for that. So when Scott contacted me and sort of said, oh, I've got these ones, are you interested? I was like, what's the fucking chances? And I'm sure, oh shit, no, that's okay. It's fine, it's fine. It just slipped out. I think the guys might have been the turbo. I'm not sure if this came out in the turbo graphics. I can't remember, but it is SCI, Special Criminal Investigation. Now people call this. So Scott had this running on the Saturn, and I'm not one for grammar. Well, I don't give two shits about grammar, but when people call things the wrong name. Fucking hell, he was calling this Special Criminal Investigations. There's no S on it. It's a special SCI, Special Criminal Investigation. Shun, that's it. Yeah, it's a Hue card. But he had this on the Saturn, he had it running on the Saturn, in obviously one of his lockdown videos. And who else was calling something the wrong fucking name? My old mate Eddie. Eddie's a bugger for doing that. I think he does it on purpose now. But it wasn't Eddie, there's someone else who was calling something the wrong name. I watch on Dana's stream and everyone calls the Master System the Master System. The Master System? Are you fucking Dobby? Oh yes, Master. Dobby loves a Master System. But anyway, yeah, Special Criminal Investigation. There's no S. Fucking hell, who was it that was doing something on the video? Was it Scott? Oh God, was it one of his videos? I can't remember now. But I was howling. It just make me laugh. Anyway, moving on. Next one up. I think these are. I'm not saying these are like in the best game order. I've put these into what I think is the rough price order. I think this one. A little bit of a story behind this one because I did miss out on this, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I think I've definitely paid more than needed. So not Revival just gone. There's a Revival before that, I think. We were sitting around having beers as we normally do, and someone came back. I think I told this story anyway. Someone came back. And they bought something to that from Nick from Vintage Gamer, and they said something like, "Oh, we had another box under the table." It might have been Mark Burnout Coach. I can't remember. It might have been Eddie. Was Eddie there? I can't remember now. And me and Jay looked at each other. Jay Cybersnake. And we're like, let's fucking go and have a look. No, actually, Jay didn't come. Jay was still sat there drinking. Someone told it to me, and I said, I'm going to have a look. And I came back with one game. Because I was like... Because the thing with Nick's stuff is... I don't think these were priced up. I don't think they were priced up. And I came back with one game. Look how much one it was now. From the PC Engine. And Jay was like, where'd you get that from? And I was like, oh, from Nick from Vintage Gamer. And they whether like it might have been Mike, I can't remember. Someone had told me obviously there was a box that he pulled out from the table. I'm sure I'll tell you what I bought. I bought Demolition Man. And I bought one other thing. That's why this game I didn't buy because I was running out of cash. So I thought, no, I'll just leave that one. And when I went back with this other PC Engine game, because obviously I already had Demolition Man, I went back with this PC Engine game. And like Jay said, where'd you get that from? And I said, he was like, and I said, oh, this game was there as well. But I think I was down to about my last 40 quid or something. And Jay looked at me and went, I'm going to get it. And I said, I'm going to get it for you. I didn't. I let him, he went and bought it. And he got it for a really good fucking price. Really good price. Back, sorry about that, guys, got interrupted. So yeah, anyway, Jay went off and bought it and come back. I think he paid 25 quid for it. So I only had 40 quid left. So it only left me 15 quid anyway. But it is... Shit. Crest of the Wolf. Or Crest Wolf. I think it's called Crest Wolf. Crest of Wolf. Yeah, not the Crest of the Wolf or Crest of the... It's just called Crest Wolf. So it's... I don't want to say a poor man's Final Fight, or now in this case Streets of Rage 4, but it's in that vein. Yeah, beautiful condition from Scott. Crest of Wolf. Crest of Wolf. Crest of Wolf. Crest of Wolf. But yeah, I've not ever seen it since, especially at any events. But happy to get it into the collection now. Yeah, you need a duo R-lock, so it needs to be a Super CD-ROM system, but we're alright because we've got one of them fuckers. So Crest of Wolf. Crest of Wolf. Into the collection. Next up to the Yoking. He's been playing these, the bugger. I'm having to put the inserts, the manuals back in. can't say I've ever played this on this system. Another Super CD-ROM, and it's Super Raiden. Super Raiden! Raiden. So you all know Raiden. Very striking cover, I must admit. Like that foil. Yeah, it's got the mail away, and obviously the Duba. So it says Raiden, or Raiden, on the plane there, look. Thing is, I said this before, you know, I like shooters. I'm absolutely dreadful. I'm shit at games anyway. Bye. But shooters, I have to have the ones, I think, what does Daz call it? I have to have the ones that let you in a little bit. Darius. Fucking can't get on with Darius. Darius, every fucking version I've played that game, it's fucking brutal. Just fucking kicked your ass from the fucking off the get-go. Raiden, I've not really had much exposure to Raiden. I've not got on the Jaguar. I have got Raiden 5 on the PS2 and stuff like that, but you know, the good thing about the shooters is it's just to pick up and play, and you can switch your brain off for a bit. Fucking hell, it's building up in here now, look. Jesus Christ. That's because the door's closed. 32. And then 33 degrees. Fucking hell. It is a tale from the fucking blast furnace. The fucking top's coming. No, I'm going to expose you to that. We had tits for hits. Gash for cash now. It's only the second beer, honestly. Not as bad as last week. Last week was weird, man. Don't know what's going on there. I was at 6s and 7s. Madness. Absolute madness. Gash for cash. Get that fucking, get that Kofi fucking machine running, eh? Yeah, send me money. I can't work. I'm a fucking moron. Stop. Anyway, come on, back to the fucking games. People don't hear to your fucking political rants. Okay, this one. I bought the other one of Scott's off of him, and I think this is the cheaper one, and I've had a few watches on eBay for this, and obviously when sort of said, look, I'm looking to raise some funds for something out, and he put all these, because he sent me like a cryptic message in the admin chat, so saying, oh, I'm going to send you a few pictures, I'm going to cheer your day up, Stu. I was like, send nudes, not of him obviously, and he's like, no, like, boring, so don't message me then, you bastard, I'm not interested. He goes, no, you might be. So obviously he sent me pictures of all the stuff he's selling. And I was like, that's definitely better than nudes, any day of the fucking week. And this one was in there. Because I don't think it's not all, he wasn't selling all his stuff, I think he was just looking to generate some considerable funds. I think that's probably the right word to use. And I was happy to see this one, and I said, yes, I'll after giving the list, so I'm really glad to get this one, and it is the Mighty Gate of Thunder. Thunder. No, it's not that one. But another shooter that I don't really play. I'm not very good at, but amazing soundtracks. So I bagged Lords of Thunder from Scott. I don't know how long ago it was. A couple of months back. And I was asked around. I think I asked Craig here again. Craig's a fucking mine of knowledge, and he sort of said Gate of Thunder tends to be the cheaper, and it is. It's, you know, I mean, it's not pence, guys. You know that, but it's cheaper too. But I've got it now. It's in the collection, and forever shall it stay. So what could be better than Gate of Thunder? It's getting warm now. Me and Scott had a discussion on this when he bought it. I remember the discussion. I have never played this. You know, I didn't really know anything about it. I think there's a second one on the PC Engine as well. Craig's here again is the go-to guy for this kind of stuff. This is only a CD-ROM game. The rest are super, aren't they? Yeah, but other than the HuCard SCI. Scott managed to get this for a really good price. Because he bought some off a guy, and the guy had listed a couple of them as the sort of initial releases. So them, and I'm not sure if you're aware, with a lot of the PC Engine stuff, there's a company called PC Engine Memories, and they do a lot of, they are technically official releases, but they're re-releases, like, and they're doing like packs. You know, you might get like 5 games and stuff. You know, and as we're, you know, like I said, they're not fakes, but they're not the original releases, because they have got the license to reproduce these games. And this is always the inherent problem, I think, when companies start to do that, which is fine to a degree. And I think there are markers or indications that they are PC Engine Memories, but to the layman, it's you need to know what you're looking for per se. And Scott bought some games. Again, Scott will probably correct me if I'm wrong here. And a couple of them were these PC Engine memory titles. And he was asking me about them, and I sort of said, have you checked this, have you checked that? And I think a few of them were. And when he contacted the guy back, they ended up coming to some sort of agreement where I think Scott sent some of them back because they were PC Engine memory titles, and he kept 1 or 2. This was one of them, because this was an original. So, long story short of it, what he paid out and what he sent back and what he kept, he got this for a fucking really good price. I'd heard of it, but I don't really know a great deal about it, because it's another shooter. Again, Craig's here again territory here, and it is Spriggan or Spriggan 91. So I'm sure there's a Spriggan or Spriggan 2. Again, I'm sure people will let me know. I've never played it. I can't tell you. You know, the PC Engine wasn't really one for like them bullet hell shooters per se, but this is an excellent title. Yeah, 1991. So I'm pretty sure it's probably one of the precursors to that sort of era, because 1991, man, you know, we're getting up there. When was Gate of Thunder released? 92. Raiden. 92. Yeah. So Spriggan. You can't fucking read these. But SCI. So I keep wanting to say Mark of Wolf. Crest of Wolf, Raiden, Gate of Thunder, and Spriggan. Fistful of PC Engine titles from a good mate Scott Brantega's on me. Go and check him out. I mean, Scott must have been the most shouted out person on this channel, bar none. Indirectly. But what a lovely man. Got a lot of time for Scott. And he's looked after me. You know, like I said before, those games ain't leaving. It ain't gonna happen. You know, sort of talking about collecting, because again, not fucking me. I keep talking about this fucking guy every week as well. Old Danester. You need to go and watch the streams he's doing. He is doing a grand job, I must admit. And there's, you know, we have the banter, we have the chatting in there and stuff like that, and people are talking about the collections and this, that, and the other. And obviously, when Jimbo was on there, Monkey Spaz, he is a serial offender in terms of like buying something, selling it, and buying it back again multiple times. You know, what I will say, in my defence, I am a bit of a fucking hoarder, but once stuff leaves the collection, it doesn't come back in. So a case in point would be the real standout one was the original Xbox. I mean, I had a quite decent collection of that. And I traded a lot of that off with, I mentioned this before, to my mate Phil Kett. for Saturn and for Neo Geo AES, and then I also did a massive trade with Pat any old username, Dreamcast stuff for Saturn stuff, you know, and I've not bought a Dreamcast game ever since, and I've not bought an Xbox game. Well, I haven't bought an Xbox game to put in the collection, and I haven't bought a Dreamcast game to put in the collection. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one or two of the odd Dreamcast ones, but that's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't conform to that. I have the mindset that that's it. It's done with. You know, I've got absolutely no inclination at all of getting an Xbox collection. I mean, fair play to Scott, Glory Hunter, man. Full set. I mean, I've said this before. Full set years ago was fucking hard enough. We make Butters, Lol Butters. He's the only guy I ever known that completed it. It might be a bit easy now, you know, with CEX and stuff, but that was a feat in its half in its own. The Dreamcast, I'm not doing a full set Dreamcast. There might be the odd one I wouldn't mind picking up or whatever, but I'm not going to go out and, if I find a boot or a charity shop, I'll keep them. But I've still got a small selection. You know, I haven't not got a Dreamcast collection. I have like a row full. So, you know, I kept some of the ones that I wanted to keep, but the rest have gone. So yeah, in my defence, my lord. And the only other thing I've done that with is Wii and DS. So the Wii and DS, a lot of that, I'm looking over there because there's a couple of Wii games there. And I did a lot of that to get stuff like Castlevania Symphony of the Night and stuff. So it's a no fucking brainer, if you think about it. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. Take it easy, YouTube. And I have got more stuff coming. So there will probably be another video next week. And I'll probably string that motherfucker out and all. Take it easy. Look after each other. Stay safe. Bye-bye.